situation where the House voted to remove all of the Confederate statues, of course, from the U.S. Capitol. And it's become quite the joke on social media that Democrats were removing Democrat statues because this is their attempt to rewrite history, really righting their own wrongs. Because, of course, the statues, the very statues they're removing of Confederates, were virtually all statues of Democrats. But they don't want to talk about that part of this conversation, do they?
No, they don't. The left likes to talk about wanting to have a conversation on race, how they want to actually teach history, but they really don't want to do that. Because if you teach full history, you have to teach things like there were actually 5 Civil Rights acts before the 1964 Civil Rights Act. And those 5, and even in the 64 Civil Rights Act, overwhelming support was from the Republican Party, overwhelming opposition was from the Democrat Party. That's the history as well. I think these votes about Confederate statues should be left to states. Let states decide this matter for themselves, because it's actually state governments that bring those busts and those statues up here to Capitol Hill. We should not be engaging in removing history. What we should be doing actually is that if you want to provide more context, if you want to actually uplift other things in our history and promote them, let's go ahead and do that too. But let's actually teach all of history. Let's not pick and choose what we're going to remove simply because of the political whims of the people currently in power. I think that's a bad move for any nation, including ours. We should be fully teaching our history. We should go back and find the other things that are actually emblematic of the growth of our country and where our country has come from to where it is today and where it's going. Let's do that. But let's not do these votes where we're just going to get rid of statues, which quite frankly, here's the real news. Most members of Congress don't even know where that statue is. They have no idea. They don't know where it is.